in all the collective years of us ever doing an auction, today will be the day you'll see more unity, and every single one of you will understand how important this mission is today. Every single one of you guys. I truly know this from the bottom of my heart. This is going to be one of those events. Tonight's event is so f***ing electric. It's so inspirational, okay? This is massive. Every item, which we'll go over, has a private flight hook to it. I mean, every one of the items are $10,000 to $50,000 items. Every single one, all 40 of them. Today's event is about mental health, right? It's about suicide. You're gonna learn about Jay's story. And they used to do this event with the paddle raise in the front of the auction. Now, any of you that have been doing auctions long enough know that I would never do that first and foremost, no matter what auction it is. But number two, when you lead with such a heavy-hearted subject line that's so emotional, how hard do you think it is to pump room and get excitement in the room for the rest of the evening? Especially 40-some live auctions. They used to have 50 live auction items, okay? And they're still doing $1 million and $1.3 million without a real auctioneer and no ringman. We're gonna go through Jay's place, which is what they make everybody go through. Everyone's gonna get their boots. The founder is gonna walk us through there. He's actually gonna tell the story, which is gonna be really cool for us. Okay, we get to hear it from his perspective. Jay was Jason's best friend. So we're gonna hear from his side, which is gonna be really intriguing for me going through a second time. Then he's gonna take us over to the Expo Center, where he's going to walk us through the big tables. This is the first time they've ever had a round. I'm gonna be in the middle of the room. We have put the big tables and then kind of just spread them out in a spiral around the middle. So we're loaded all 360. He's gonna walk us around and tell us who's who, what he knows. He knows everybody in that room. Yes, we've got some lead, we got some matches, we've got some things. More importantly though, they just didn't have structure behind this event, and they've done these kind of numbers. And so with structure, I can only imagine what this event really can do, right? I think it's gonna be pretty magical. I really, truly do. So Jason Vickery is the guy who founded this. You're gonna talk to him. It was his best friend, Jay, that you're gonna hear about. This is a really cool, they make every single person who comes to the event, every single person, this is why they kill it, go through this event, go through the Jay's place to understand the mission, understand the why, and then everybody gets Jay boots and they have to wear them to the event. So this is why this event does well. So that means that somebody just doesn't buy a table and then invite 3 or 4 or 5 of their friends that don't care to come out for a party. They can't even come into the event. Servers, bartenders, everybody can't even come to the event unless they've been through Jay's place. So the way they do this is right. So all the respect to Jason when he comes here and do this, because he doesn't do tours anymore, is what they call it. So it's kind of cool, kind of special to have him do that for us. So let's go in here. We'll talk to Jason, sit through, be respectful, get our boots, do our things, ask the questions. He's excited to meet everybody. I've done nothing but talk you guys up. They've never had anybody come through like this, like what we're doing.
Every single person tonight, which there should be about 900 total people in the room, have gone through what you guys are about to go through tonight, okay? March of 2016, I got a call from my dad, and he just said, Jason, I don't know how to share this with you, but Jay took his own life last night, and it rocked my world. It changed everything for me, and it's weird to say something good comes out of a funeral, but there were a couple things. And the first thing is, it wasn't talked about, it wasn't planned, but almost everyone that day wore their cowboy boots. And you just knew for Jay and for the Bing family, you were gonna wear your cowboy boots. And I remember people that normally didn't wear boots, wore boots that day. It was an image that I'll just never forget. And we went up to the cemetery, we laid him to rest. He was 27 years old. It was not a fun thing to do, and just miserable. Went out to his house, and we had the celebration of life, so all these photos and people, and Jay and family and friends. And I remember watching the slideshow 2 times through, and I just thought, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to look at these pictures. And I asked my wife, Paige, to take me into town, and on the way I just said, hey, can you drop me off at the cemetery? And I had her drop me off right there, and I bawled and I bawled and I bawled. I cried as hard as I've ever cried that day. And I just said, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed it. I'm sorry I was too busy. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. And that day right there at that spot, I made a commitment to my buddy Jay. And my commitment was that something good, something amazing, something transformational would come from this. And The reality is I didn't want this to be the last chapter of his story. I wanted to try to bring light to a really dark situation. So that day, without knowing what the heck it was going to be, I committed to the J Foundation. And we'll share the mission and what we're doing here in a little bit. But the whole idea about the J Foundation was if I could have just bought my buddy Jay a pair of cowboy boots, something he loved so much, we'd have had a real conversation around mental health, depression, and suicide, something that's really hard to talk about and we weren't raised to talk about. And we'd have made 2 commitments. I truly feel like he'd still be with us today. So if you guys want to follow me, we're going to go take you to Jay's place. We're going to get you your J boots.
Okay.
Bestie,
Hey, step it up and sneak.
3.
Bestie!
Thanks for being here, Rick.
What did I miss? What I'm looking at is I'm looking at the room from a standpoint of how far away. I actually like this higher stage. You know, I think it's like Jaden DeLuca Foundation. That stage is up, but I'm lower.
Right.
I'm up higher. I feel better about being able to see the numbers. So I don't think I had them wire in another 4 extra microphones for outside guys, but I think we should be able to cut anything off if the numbers are too small.
I think so.
I know that you all do a phenomenal job, otherwise I wouldn't have any on the team of what we do, okay? And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I also told everybody driving down here that there would be more unity at this auction than we've ever had at any auction before, and I think that was felt after we came out of that J Place meeting. I truly mean that. I think everybody understands the mission. I think everybody understands what we're doing here, but I think the biggest part is that tonight you have to, over the top, with your customer service, with your wanting to glad hand people with, you don't know who's sitting in this audience. You don't know who needs a thank you or how you doing. You don't know who needs a high five, and maybe it just enlightens you to have a little bit of fun. But when that person buys that item for $25,000, Tyson, number 145. How do you want that said on your name? You want it for your name? You want it for the business? Ask them. Right? Make that connection with that person.
Would you like to be recognized?
Yep.
If so,
Because some people don't want to make it.
That's right. You're right. 100%. Would you like to be recognized? And then you just go ahead and pass that along. Tell everyone thank you. Right? I think that's the biggest thing. Ask them if they want to be acknowledged. If they don't, that's okay. Right? But more importantly, everyone have a good time. Find a reason why tonight. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I think we came out of that meeting, everyone with a little bit more unity today. We know, we kind of understand this is a little bit bigger than that. Everyone in this room gets it. That's the cool thing about it. Everyone in this room understands the reason why we're here, right? And they have no idea what's about to happen. They have no idea. All right, here it is. Money on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Money!
Everybody, get ready to take this thing to an all new level. Welcome to the stage, Tyson. Come on! Come on! Who wants to ask about cash? If you have the 2 clubs in your hand right now, right here. She does? Got it. Good, let's let her win. She's a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. We just raised over $4,000 just that quick, right there. $25,000 to go. $7,000 to be 11. Somebody get right there and go. Somebody get right there and go. Somebody get $5,000 to go. Tonight I'm going to be asking for a gift. And I'm going to start at a high amount. I'm going to work my way down. And when you feel like you want to give, at that level, please put your paddle up. We want to tell you thank you. Folks, community leader who's been incredible here tonight. Been bidding on all the live auction items. Your family's incredible. Number 380 for a $100,000 gift. Folks, you don't want this gift to be by himself. Billy and the family over here said no. Over here, Dusty said, I want to be a part of that too. Number 272 for $100,000, folks. 249, 392, 12, 37, 116, 401, 102, 103, 402, 223, 40. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just raising a total amount of money in the boot pledge. Can you put your hands together, huh? Folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. From the absolute bottom of my heart, clear down to my J boots, I tell you thank you for allowing me and my team to be here tonight. There is no place we'd rather be on a Saturday night, I promise you. We gave it all. Thank you. It was a pleasure, an honor. You guys have fun the rest of the night. We'll see you guys again next year. Thank you so much.
What's up, everyone? Tyson Baker here, checking back in from the 2024 J Foundation auction. Wow. You can hear it here. I had all the cheat codes. I had all the throat lozenges. I had all the honey. I had everything you could ever imagine up on stage. It was a rip-roaring auction. It was an ever-felt inspiring paddle race. There was so much incredible things that come from tonight's event. I think one of the biggest things that came from tonight's event is the fact that everyone buys into the mission. Everyone has to go to Jay's place to understand the mission before they can come tonight. Everyone has to be wearing Jay's boots to understand Jay's story so they can understand how to help others. It was incredible for me to see my entire team here tonight go through there. As we walked out of that building, I never had my team feel such unity going into an event than we did here tonight, and it showed. So proud of my guys on this one. I'm so proud of the J Foundation. For a couple of years, they've raised money their own way, and they had such great support, and we came in and changed so many things. And they were scared, and they were nervous. And I told them pressure is a privilege, and I wouldn't do anything for you that I wouldn't do for myself. And we made those changes and significantly raised way more money this year, and they were already raising incredible money. I can't say enough how special it feels to be a part of this. The audience was amazing. I cannot wait to be back here year after year to help be a piece of the puzzle in changing this community and helping the stigma of everybody out there for mental illness, mental wellness, and whatever that might be for you out there. Listen, at the end of the day, somebody cares. And if you need to check in somebody, it takes 1 second. Do a boot check. Check in on a friend, a family, a loved one, a colleague. Tell them that you care. Folks, we got to drive home. We got a busy weekend next weekend. Appreciate you sticking by, tuning in. We'll see everybody again soon. Good night.